So a junior developer in your team has written this code for changing password functionality, and you have been asked to review this code. So if you just check the code line by line, so we have a change password endpoint, and we are checking if the user is authenticated, and then we are extracting the password that user has sent along with the request, and then we are updating the password in the database, and also we are not storing the password in the plain text format, we are storing the password in the hashed format, and then we are letting the user know that the password has been changed. So this code looks fine, but there is a problem in this code. So you can pause the video and you can try to find out what is the issue. Okay, so this code has a bunch of issues. So the first issue is we are not verifying the current password before updating. So if you just see here, we are extracting the password that user has sent, and we are directly using that password to update in the database, but we are not checking if the user even know what is the current password of that user. And since we are not checking the current password from the user, so anyone with access to an unlocked session or the device can change the password immediately. Okay, so even if someone gets access to the user's device, they can actually change their password even if they don't know what is the current password. So if you are implementing the functionality for changing password, then always and always make sure that you are checking what is the current password from the user. Okay, so you are make sure that user at least knows what is the current password, because if you don't do this, then anyone who has got user's device, they can immediately change the user's password without knowing the user's actual password. Another thing that we are missing here is that invalidate old session or token after password change. So if you remember that if you have ever used Facebook or Instagram, and if you have ever changed your password, then you would have seen that after changing the password, it gives an option if you want to log out from all the sessions that you are logged in. This is very important, that after changing the password, if you feel that your password has been compromised and you are changing the password, you should invalidate all the sessions so that anyone who has got access to your account gets immediately locked out. So, and the third point is that you should add rate limiting for brute force protection. So your change password endpoint should have rate limiting, because if you don't add rate limiting, then this endpoint can be misused or it can be abused by the hackers. So that if anyone is trying to brute force through your change password functionality, so they get rate limited. So this way you can prevent attackers from abusing your system. So make sure these are the 3 points that you should always do if you are ever writing the code to change the password. So I hope this video was useful. Let me know what you think on this one, and as always, thanks for watching.